The St Thomas Way is a new heritage route from Swansea to Hereford, inspired by a real medieval pilgrimage. In 1290, William Cragg, a Welsh outlaw, was hanged in Swansea by the local Norman lord. But he came back to life after the hanging. It turned out that Cragg had bent a penny to St Thomas, and Lady Mary, the wife of the Norman lord, had measured Cragg to St Thomas, all ways of invoking the help of the saint. And after William Cragg recovered, he went on pilgrimage from Swansea to Hereford, and that's what's inspired our new heritage route. It's a route with 13 locations. At each one there's a circular walking route, loads of multimedia digital content, interpretation, activities, interactive resources. At each location as well, you can solve a puzzle to win a badge, and that's very much in the tradition of medieval pilgrim badges, but with a virtual digital twist. So we're in Hereford Cathedral today for a really exciting launch event. We've got medieval pilgrims living history, storytelling, music, our own St Thomas Way ale, brewed in partnership with Mumble's Brewery here. We even have a wonderful art exhibition produced by our artist-in-residence, Michelle Rumney.
In medieval times, there was a practice of measuring to the saint. It was when he was being measured to the saint, which is measuring the body from head to toe, curling up the string and then making a candle from it. They'd send it to the cathedral and then pray for your soul, who wouldn't like to be prayed for? So for me, that was the magical moment in the story, because it was that moment that he came alive and he was resurrected, basically, and Thomas had saved his life. And so I was on the phone to my friend in Morocco, and she said, "What's the crux of this story?" And I said, it's the string, it's measuring to the saint. And she was stood next to a man who sold string at that moment in a Moroccan market. And I was like, okay, so this project has started. Send me a bit of string from the man that stood next to you and I'll start. So she was the first one. She's in the centre of the piece upstairs. So she's the big bits of Moroccan string. The piece out there is nearly 300 people and a Great Dane and a teddy bear. You have to watch out for those ones. And then these pieces in here are to do with maps and gridding and finding yourself in the landscape. So there's the trail over there, there's just grid lines from normal maps. They hold us in space and time. And I think they're our way in to being able to see through time back to experience something of the medieval way they saw it.
We thought it would be a really great opportunity to creatively explore concepts of mapping and journeying and think about the connection between medieval journeys and modern journeys, and we thought Michelle would be an excellent person to do that. We took a lot of inspiration from the Mappa Mundi, which is based here at Hereford Cathedral, and was part of the original, or believed to be part of the original St Thomas Way shrine complex.
Yeah, it would have been amazing, because you'd have come into the shrine and not only had St Thomas and all his relics, but this amazing map full of stories and inspirations and strange beasts.
The Cathedral's involvement in the St Thomas Way project has been to resource some of the research and to provide the end point of the thing, the culmination in some sense of what it's about, the place of arrival at this great shrine of St Thomas. And the resources of our archives and library have certainly been brought to bear in thinking about the stories and in the telling of them.
We're really excited to share the route with local communities all along the 13 locations on the way and with visitors. And our hope is that it will allow people to really step into the rich and colourful history of the medieval March of Wales. For some people, there'll be a spiritual element to the pilgrimage, and there is a spiritual reflection at each location written for us by Hereford Cathedral.
I think my hopes for the project are that people of all kinds, whether of faith or no faith, will find themselves attracted to some very numinous places and made to not just think, but to experience deeper things about life and about their own goals.
We also hope that this is an opportunity to put some less well-known medieval locations on the map, and to bring in new tourism and visitors to some hidden gems and lesser-known spots throughout the England-Wales border region.